Memory game escape room. My project was to make a memory game. This is the very first thing that pops up. These are the two possible endings. My goal was to make a memory game, and after the memory game was done, another question came up just to make it more like an escape room. I also really wanted to make my project using Tkinter. Part of my goal was to use Tkinter, which brings me into the design. I don't like the shell, which is why I like Tkinter. Because I can use it to make my project look better. This is what happens after you finish the memory game. To program, I had mostly repetitive things. One of the things was buttons, which required a lot of functions, if statements, and a lot of Tkinter code. That's a function, and those are the if statements. I tested this about 85 times, but tests where I actually needed something to be fixed is closer to 50. One of my problems was that you could click one button twice and it would still match the photos. I solved this by making separate functions for each button. I also solved it by making a variable that stopped the function if it was already clicked once. Another problem I had was that the photos wouldn't disappear. So my solution was to forget the frame when two photos were there and reopen it when a new button was clicked. From these errors, I learned how to fix problems. I also learned how to use functions correctly. Another thing I learned was how to use Turtle to draw in Python. The last thing I learned was how to use Tkinter to do things outside of the shell. Thank you for listening.